Good afternoon. We're here live at the Branson International Film Festival, or as we like to call it, BIFF. And so BIFF is actually the easiest way. People don't, what's BIFF? And then you have to explain it to them. So anyway, we're here, and I guess the Coleman Theater is really inside the Branson International Film Festival. And I have
Anita Cordell.
Cordell. Okay. I'm just making sure I got the name right. So you're a producer, actress, and screenwriter.
No, not a screenwriter.
A scriptwriter.
I'm directing too.
Oh, directing. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your latest feature?
Well, so I just finished directing a documentary. It's called I Will Rise, and it's basically launching my nonprofit. I have a nonprofit called I Will Rise. It's a 501c3, and it basically is my umbrella for filmmaking, specifically about social issues all across America, whether that's trafficking, whether that's child abuse, whether that's issues on farmland, whether that's anything that people are socially struggling with right now. Yeah, exactly. So my nonprofit, this first one, documentary, is about trafficking. Now, I've created short films as well. This one is just my first long film. So it's called I Will Rise.
Wow, and you said it had nominations already?
Yeah, so we just finished it, and I've started submitting to different film festivals, and the very first film festival that was out of the gate was the International Christian Film Festival. That is in 2 weeks, and I didn't meet the deadline for this one, but I applied for it next year. But I have 2 nominations for the documentary. One is it's up for Best Documentary, and then I'm up for Best Director for the documentary. And then my short film that I also just completed has 4 nominations there. It's called Awaken, and it deals with the struggles of prescription drug addiction.
Wow.
And so I actually produced both of the films. I directed the documentary, and then I was the lead person in Awaken. I'm the mom that plays the role of somebody who's dealing with that addiction. And it's up for 4 awards. It's up for Best Short, it's up for Best Most Inspirational Short, and then I'm up for Best Lead Actress in a Short Film. And then my son who plays in the film, or the guy who plays my son in the film, is up for Best Lead Actor in a Short. So
wow.
I got 6 nominations in 2
Wow,
weeks.
right out the gate.
Right out the gate. Yep.
Well, you know what that means? The Lord's blessing it.
Yeah, they've got some really powerful messages. My documentary really is about trafficking in the Midwest, but I followed a story of Christine McDonald. Christine was on the streets homeless for about 20 years. 17 of those years was in Kansas City. So I actually highlight and spotlight her story, as well as embedding professional interviews in there as well. And I'm hoping that this documentary brings light to her story, and hopefully we'll be able to raise funds for the script of her story, and that's what my wish is.
So you had you probably went out ahead of time and got all the information you could out on the streets and talked to people who are former addicts and former trafficking. Well,
the short film actually is based on a true story, and the guy who wrote it is he experienced some of the things that were in the film. So we got the script from him, had a lot of dialogue with him. The director of the short film had a lot of dialogue and asked him a lot of questions about where his heart was in his screenwriting, and so we were able to bring his story to life. And it's so cool because when he watched it the very first time, he cried and just was amazed at how truthful we were able to share some of the things that his mom did, and so I'm really proud of that little film. And then the documentary, I've been working on it now for a long time with Christine. I've been working with Christine. We've developed a screenplay, and when we did this documentary, we wanted it to spotlight her story. And so yeah, there's been a lot of time and energy and learning and cultivating and bringing professionals in, and so it's been pretty good.
Yeah, so you've been a busy young lady then. It sounds like it. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you got family on. You're from Kansas City.
Right here.
Right.
No, I'm here by myself. I'm don't have any family right now.
Okay, but your family's back in Kansas.
Yes, my family is back in Kansas City. Yes.
Okay, so be sure to look her up. Do you have a website or do you have anything?
So my nonprofit, the website's called IWillRiseProject.com. So you can go there and read a little bit about what I'm doing and read a little bit of Christine's story, and you can also donate there. And then you can just go to Anita-Cordell.com to learn more of me as an actress. And
wow, well then we expect to see a lot more from you, and hopefully
the pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure there. And so anyway, well, thank you very much. I know it wasn't as long as we'd like it, but you know, you're always welcome to come back, and
Yeah,
we'll talk
thank
more.
you for the interview.
You're welcome. And then hey, next year, who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe you get nominated and win an award. Sounds, you know, I don't think there's enough shorts and enough films sometimes that deserve awards that they don't get recognized like they should.
Yeah.
It depends
Well,
on the
I'm
issue.
hoping to continue creating, and my whole nonprofit, the reason why it's called I Will Rise is just to implore and educate the community on what they can do when there are social issues coming on. Like, we all can do something, even if we aren't filmmakers, or even if we, you know, don't have any law enforcement training or any kind of first aid. We all can do something to bring awareness to different social issues. And so my nonprofit is basically just imploring and educating the community on various issues that are out there, and using film to do that. And hopefully you will rise with me and help me do that.
Good. Well, thank you very much, Anita.
You're welcome.
And hope to see you around.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.